Emily from WildHeart. So I just wanted to give you a quick 5-minute how to headstand tutorial. So all I have here is a yoga mat, and I'm also using a wall to teach you. So any kind of stable surface that you can practice your headstands on. Get set up, and I'm gonna lead you through just a couple postures to build a little bit of strength before we work on those headstands. So meet me on the mat. You can start on all fours in a tabletop position. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, hips over your knees, hug your belly button to spine. Good. From here, step your left foot back, step your right foot back. Good. And then slightly just push the weight over, maybe an inch or two over the fingertips, pressing off your toes. Push forwards, pull back. So this is just building a little bit of strength through the core and through the front of the shoulders. So you can do about 10 rounds here, pushing that weight into the fingertips and then pulling the weight back. Good. From here, you can just slightly walk your feet in, walk your hands out, and find a downward dog. So pretty standard posture here in yoga. You want to create this upside down V shape, working your heels towards the floor. Take a deep bend into the knees, draw the belly onto the thighs, stretch through your shoulders, and then begin to straighten the legs, building length through the spine. So downward dog here is a great posture to practice. It'll help build length and flexibility through the shoulders, lengthen through the backs of the legs, lengthening through your spine. From here, I'm gonna float from my downward dog into a high plank. Again, push back, downward dog, float forwards, high plank. Let's do 3 more. Press those heels back, float the weight forwards. Again, press back. Good. Last one here, reach back, exhale, come forwards. Nice work. Practicing dolphin here. So we'll just come down to our forearms. And if this is too much on the front of the shoulders, you can always drop the knees down to the floor. Holding here, forearm plank, press back, find your dolphin. You might need to walk your feet in slightly. Pausing here. So this is going to help with an inner rotation through the shoulders. And again, working towards getting the heels to the floor. So you can hold here for about 30 seconds, finding your breath. Maybe shake out your head and neck. You hold it up all day, so just let it all go. Good. And then when you're ready to take a break, quick child's pose, just releasing those postures. So I recommend doing a couple minutes of those exercises, as many rounds as you can get through, just to help build a little strength through your core and the front side of your body. Now I'm gonna work you through 2 different ways using the wall on how to practice headstand, and then we'll try it off the wall. So first one, I'm going to have you take a seat, draw your back to the wall, and then from here, you'll take your legs out long, and then I want you to kind of measure where your feet just went. You're gonna take your hands there. From there, I want you to just clasp your hands, and you're gonna tuck them behind your head. Elbows can be a little wider than your shoulders to start. And then I just want you to extend through your hips. So you're basically back into kind of that dolphin shaped pose. And then you can take one foot to the wall. Good, maybe take another foot to the wall. So you're kind of in this pike position and just working from there. So again, you can play with lifting one leg up, lifting the other leg up. And then when you're ready to take a break, you can safely come down and find a little child's pose. Good. Second step. This time, I'm just gonna face away from you for a second. I'm gonna measure one more time. And then where my hips were is where my feet are gonna go. So just kind of roughly measuring that. And again, I'm just cradling my head in my hands. From here, you can play with lifting one leg and then maybe lifting the other leg. Now the wall is here for support. And then again, I want you to make sure you're not dumping into your shoulders. So I want you to really press into your forearms, find length through the sides of your neck. And then maybe you can play with taking one foot and the other foot off the wall. Again, when you're ready to come down, you can lower the same way you came out, lowering one foot and then the other foot down to the floor, finding a child's pose. So once you've kind of mastered those 2 variations using the wall, you might be ready to take it off the wall. And this can be a little bit scary if you're new to headstand, so just remember that it's not just about the final posture. It's definitely about the journey to get there. It can take up to years to get through headstands, so don't put too much pressure on yourself. Be safe. So I'm gonna take my hands, and again, I'm gonna clasp them together so I have a really nice, strong support system. I'm gonna press through my shoulders and then take my head down towards the floor. From here, tuck my toes, start to walk my feet in, and then maybe I will lift one leg. Maybe the other leg will start to float off the floor. Maybe the feet will come together. And then here, you can hold for as long as you want. Try to close the rib cage, keep your core engaged. If you want to play with any variations of the legs, go for it. Maybe a split, or a tuck, or a pike. And then another way to come down if you want to work on your core is just to bend into the knees, coming into a little tucked position. And then eventually, you'll just float those feet down to the floor and find a child's pose, taking your forehead down towards the floor, catching your breath. So I encourage you to give headstand a try, and feel free to give us a thumbs up on this video, like and subscribe, and if you have any comments or feedback, write them below. If there's anything else you want to see, just let me know and we will show you. Thank you.